this is Miss Ann Hudson. We both have a cold, so don't mind the way that I sound or that I have a sleeping child right here. But today we're going to talk about vitamins and minerals and whether they're recommended, who should be taking them, and are they just safe overall. So starting off with that question, are they safe? There is safety guidelines set in place for vitamins and minerals before they can even make it to the shelf. So before the consumer is able to buy them, they go through testing / there are good manufacturing companies that must follow the identity, purity, strength, and composition of dietary supplements. So companies like the USP, you'll see on the label of Nature Made Vitamins and many others that have been verified and tested through the USP, which is a third-party testing facility, and they have their own set of guidelines that you'll have to meet in order to be able to get their, name and badge put on the front of your product. So that is a good way to see if your vitamins or supplements have been tested and if they've met safety standards that go above and beyond the bare minimum. But rest assured, whatever you purchase on the counter, over the counter, should be safe for you as long as it has been branded / recommended for your age group or your demographic. So when you look at vitamins, they are either for children's multivitamin, women's multivitamin, regular. They've got ones for men. They've got prenatals. They've got some for geriatric. I know like One A Day has some that are just kind of recommended for like a complete vitamin. They've got some that are recommended for joint health, all of that kind of stuff. As long as you're using it for what it is recommended for, then it is usually safe. Always definitely talk to your doctor about it still, but there's not usually enough vitamins or minerals in there for you to overdose in any way, because again, they're not meant to be a meal replacement or a vitamin replacement. They are a supplement to your diet, because unfortunately, as hard as we try, we don't always meet all of our needs for vitamins and mineral wise. So work or efficacy of our multivitamins. It really depends on which multivitamin you get. There are some that are out there that probably won't do a whole lot. Statistically, gummy vitamins don't do as well as your regular whole multivitamin that are more like in a capsule or a hard tablet. But either way, whatever it is that you choose to do will help support your immune system and your body functions. They do typically work as long as you get the correct one for your body. Not all vitamins are meant for everybody, like I was saying. So outside of taking multivitamin, you can always try to help your body absorb and do well with the nutrients in a different way. Getting it in a more organic way is always going to be better, and I don't mean organic as in it's got the organic label on it, but by drinking milk and fortified orange juice, you can get calcium. If you're needing iron, you can eat chicken and turkey, or even red meats tend to have a lot of iron in them, spinach. Or for vitamin D, you drink milk. I know some milk with the red label on it has vitamin D just written on it. That has been fortified for having more vitamin D. Salmon is great. You can take fish oil or flaxseed oil. I know is a great way to get your omega-3s as well as vitamin D. So then we go into the question of who should be taking supplements. So they are branded from anywhere from infancy all the way up until geriatric. So that is the older population. They are kind of different in which vitamins and minerals are within each supplement. So older vitamins that are branded for those might have more bone health, and whereas when you're younger, it might have more like vitamin D in them, because babies statistically don't get vitamin D out of breast milk. So, if you give them a multivitamin, they'll probably have those supplements in there that are just kind of for your age. So as women, my multivitamin will look different than a vitamin that is meant for men, and then prenatal vitamins are different than just regular women's multivitamin. But either way, any multivitamin is recommended over no multivitamin. That is why when you go to the doctor, they always ask you, are you taking any vitamins? And that's also for medication interactions, but they are usually recommended. Always talk to your doctor But specifically, if you're a high-risk individual or you know that your diet is lacking these vitamins and nutrients and minerals as a whole, then it would be very beneficial. I personally have had lab work done that tells me that I am vitamin B and D deficient pretty much all the time. It was because I was living in Alaska where I didn't get much sunshine, so I was constantly taking flaxseed oil, and even then I wasn't sufficient in that. So my guess is that my body just has a hard time absorbing vitamin D. So what I need to do then is look at foods that have it in there naturally, and then ways to help aid my body in absorbing that. So this is a list of my references. Again, I will send this link in there so that you have access to seeing my presentation as well. But thank you for your time. My name is Savannah again, and this was my presentation as to who and why we take multivitamins.